welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameika, and this is Check the Rhymes. Today I have a super exciting show, but first make sure you hit the subscribe button and then tap the bell icon in case you want to be notified whenever I upload a video. And as always, if you missed the content over here on YouTube, you can catch me at my media partner, Sweet929.tv. So today I have joining me Dr. Ish Major, and you've seen him on Marriage Boot Camp like all the editions, but this one in particular, we're going to chat about Marriage Boot Camp, the hip hop edition, because the season finale is coming up this Thursday, April 9th at 9 p.m. on WEtv. And we're going to talk about some tips to help you keep your sanity and your relationship together because, you know, we're all stuck in the house right now. You want to be booed up when we get out, when we're able to go back outside, right? So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this interview. Joining me today, I have Dr. Ish. How are you, Dr. Ish?
I'm doing well, Shameika. How about yourself?
I'm great. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. So exciting news that, you know, Marriage Boot Camp, the finale is this week. Well, I guess it's kind of sad, but it's exciting as well to see how things are going to turn out. So I wonder, you know, the season has already been super explosive. So what else can possibly happen during the finale?
Never. I have learned to never ask that question at boot camp because we always get a very, very terrible answer. So we just don't ask. So here's what I'm going to tell you. 5 couples walk into the house. I can't promise you that 5 are going to walk out. I can't promise you that 5 are even going to make it to the stage that night because there's a lot happening. We've got the Puerto Rican princess, Miss Jocelyn herself. And with Jocelyn, all bets are off. This depends on how she feels that day. We got Bianca and Chosen, the young, right? The young couples in the house. It's who knows what's happening to them because they came into the house with a hidden agenda and they still haven't resolved it. So all bets are off for this finale. It really is.
Yeah, they're all so unpredictable. So we cannot wait to see this on Thursday, WeTV, 9 p.m. So I have to ask, because, you know, the boot camp couples, they come into the house for 10 days. They're living together under one roof. But currently in our reality right now, we're all kind of doing the same thing, almost like a boot camp sort of, but in our own individual homes. But we're quarantined for the unforeseeable, like who knows how long we'll be in the house, right? So
right.
What is your advice for couples that are stuck in the house together and they're still wanting to make sure their relationship is intact when we can go back outside?
Right. So the first thing they got to do is stop using the word stuck in the house together. You're not stuck together. You get to be together for all of this extended amount of time. It seems simple, but that subtle shift in your brain makes a whole lot of difference of your expectations, right? And so now the next thing you've got to do is you've got to schedule some cool, fun couple stuff that you can do together, right? If you have kids, you're going to manage the kids, you're going to do that part, but now we're going to do some couples time, right? We're going to break out the board games. We're going to play Monopoly. We're going to do some card games. We can put together a puzzle together. One of the most intimate things a couple can do is work on a puzzle together, because while you're focused on the puzzle pieces and working that out, you have some really cool conversations that you don't even realize are happening. The other thing you can do is if you have kids, you've sent them on play dates, you're going to do a play date in the house with your partner. You're going to schedule this time where it's going to be me and you, and we're going to turn the lights down low, and we're going to put on some clean clothes. We're going to take off the jogging pants and the pajamas, and we're going to put on some music in the back, and we're going to have an adult dinner. And then we're going to get up and we're going to push the table away, and we're going to do a little dancing. It seems silly. It seems trite, but believe me, it goes a long way to letting each other know, hey, I'm still invested in this thing, and I'm still wild about you, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to keep that connection going. So it helps a lot. Make sure you schedule those play dates early and often.
Amen. So for those of us that are single, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to try virtual first dates, or what should we do?
Shameika, that's a great question, and you hit the nail right on the head. Of course you're going to do a virtual date. Let the tech, as Ray Charles say, let the tech do what it do. It's supposed to keep us connected, right? So you're going to dial up, and you're going to do a virtual date, just like you would a real date. You're going to put on your Sunday best. You're going to grab your glass of wine or whatever is your beverage of choice, and you're going to have that play date over the phone, and here's what you're going to say. You're going to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Hey, you know what? I know this is awkward and weird as all get out, but there was just something really cool about you that made me not want to wait until all this was over to get to know more about you. Boom. Instant connection. And then you just have a good time with it, because now we're just two humans trying to get through this weird time. And and the next hour or two, I want to try to get through it with you. So let's just do it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So shifting gears a little bit, because while people are in the house, one of the things that I'm noticing and reading about online is a lot of domestic violence cases seem to be on the rise because of this, being in the house right now. So what advice do you have for the victims that are trying to figure out a way to get out? And if they do make it out, what can they do to make sure they're staying safe?
Yeah, so that's a very important question. You've got the 1-800-SAFE hotline that you can dial. And so it's tough, right? So for victims, where do you go now, right? Where can you go? What's still open? How are you going to get there? Because a lot of resources are not available to you that normally are. And so I think what you want to do as a victim at this time for sure is make sure you got a good support network in place, right? And hopefully it's not so bad to the point where your communication hadn't been cut off, because that's one of the first things abusers do is they take away that support network because they don't want you to have anybody to rely on once the drama starts. So you've got to make sure you're keeping those lines of communications clear, whether it's a sister, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a coworker, whatever that is. You need to have somebody who, in the event you think your life is in danger, you can call and have a way to get there. You've got to have a safety plan, an action plan, a plan that says, I've got a cell phone that's charged, I've got cash on hand, and I've got access to transportation, or I know how to get from point A to point B in the event I really need to. And so that's huge right now. That's huge right now because everybody's feeling the pressure. Everybody's in that pressure cooker, and that pressure, when that emotional pressure goes big and you don't have a way to resolve that conflict well, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing this on divorce has spiked, domestic violence has spiked, and it's bad right now. It is.
Absolutely. And my last question, are you sure that you can't give us any predictions on who you think is going to, end up sticking together on marriage boot camp?
Well, listen,
I thought I'd try one more time.
I can tell you who shouldn't be leaving together. How about that? We can start right there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Listen, so Michelet and Stu, they've got some things to where she was taught some horrible lessons by the guys in her past that if you're in love, that means it hurts. That means you're getting your butt kicked. So that was one hard lesson she's got to unlearn, right? Bianca and Choses came into the house with this situation that they tried to hide from us. Is there another woman? Is there not? We're going to get to the bottom of that before they leave here. Here's what I can tell you, Shameika. 5 couples walk in, all 5 of them not going to make it out, nor should they. That's just how we do it.
I know. You're like, I'm sticking to this. Thank you so much, Dr. Ish. And we will tune in on Thursday on WEtv, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition at 9 p.m. Thank you again for joining me on Check the Rhymes.
Thank you for having me.